The pattern day trader rule requirements are being lowered by 90%. Coming soon, margin accounts with only $2,000 in them will be able to take as many trades as they like. So the goal for this video is to live record some trades to showcase to you how I would personally take advantage of this in a small account. Let's see how it goes. So basically, I keep my Discord server open looking for alerts on stocks that are getting news in pre-market. This morning, it happened to be me alerting the ticker here, AIMD, which is in fact getting some news here at the top of the hour, being 8 o'clock. I was able to alert this stock because I saw it pop up on the scanner that we also live stream in the Discord. Anyway, let's now focus in on the pre-market day trading strategy and see how it handles this move. The code for my custom built pre-market day trading strategy is a little complex as it has to deal with a lot of timing, but the overall thesis of it is actually really simple. This candle is about to close, and you'll notice that the strategy enters the close of the candle. It bought 738 shares at $2.70 a share. I have my pre-market strategy currently set up with a buying power of $2,000 to simulate that small account that will now be able to day trade as much as you want once this PDT rule is changed, I should say. Not now, but once the rule is changed. Anyway, all the pre-market day trading strategy is looking for is a large spike in bullish volume at either the top of the or the bottom of the hour. Of course, we got that here on ticker AIMD this morning. We got a big spike of bullish volume at the top of the hour, being 8 o'clock. This typically means that news has been announced on the stock, which is of course true here. So we enter the trade. If I haven't mentioned it yet, we are using a 5-minute chart for this trade strategy. So it's now been 5 minutes. This candle is about to close. Unfortunately, it's pulling back a little bit at the top. We are up just a little over $40 in the position, which is far from amazing, but it's not bad on only a $2,000 position size. Being up 40 bucks is not the worst, and we have not exited the trade yet either, as you will notice from the chart. We will get to those exit conditions obviously when it happens. So now, unfortunately for this trade, the stock is dipping pretty hard. We actually aren't going to exit unless it closes below the low of this candle. That at this point looks unlikely to happen as there is 10 seconds left. But this gives me an opportunity to turn on the second strategy that I want to cover with you in today's video, that being the Takashi dip buying strategy. So our pre-market day trading strategy is still in this trade, but I also want to show this one off to you as well. So what this strategy does is it enters when you get a red candle outside of the normal volatility bands of the ticker, which is measured through the average true range indicator. So basically, if you get a red candle that is larger than the normal volatility or the recent volatility of the ticker, which obviously this red candle was, this strategy will buy the close of that candle. Once again, as you probably saw, I adjusted it to take a $2,000 position. So it bought 746 shares at $2.68. Now, this is a scalping strategy. The central thesis, the central idea, should I say, of this is that when you get large red candles larger than the average volatility, the next candle has a higher percentage chance of being green. So this strategy will exit the close of this candle no matter what. And would you look at that? In fact, it ended up being true that the next candle was green. Hell, actually very green. This candle actually just broke pre-market highs. It closes now in 2 seconds. It closes here now. And in this trade, you made a little over $150. On a $2,000 position, in 5 minutes, you made $150 with a very simple strategy. If the stock has a red candle larger than its ATR value, you buy, you sell the close of the next candle. Now, let's go ahead and turn back on our pre-market day trading strategy as well. Let's go ahead and remember, get it set back up with a $2,000 position size, because remember, we are still in this trade also. We did not exit on this dip. It did not close below the low of the previous candle, which is the stop loss of this strategy, by the way. If you are red in your position, if it's trading below the entry price, you sell on the first candle to close below the low of previous candle. That obviously hasn't happened yet, so you are still in the trade and also currently up over $120 in this position. All right, so this candle closes in 10 seconds. It was really flirting with stopping us out. I mean, we were below the low of previous candle and below our entrance price for most of that candle, but we did get a bounce enough back up and above the entrance price that we don't get stopped out yet. That is because the profit exit is different. It's not just close below the low of the previous candle, but it is close below the low of the previous 5 candles. The point here, right, of a continuation trading strategy like this is to let it run. Be as strong as it can for as long as it can. So it's not looking amazing right now with the way this stock is going and kind of how the volume is ticking, but you never know. So let's see where it goes from here. All right, so there's now 10 seconds left in this candle, and unless it gets a little bounce back up above this low, which actually it's close, don't think it's going to quite get there, and we are going to go ahead and get stopped out of this trade, and we ended up losing just shy of $60 in that trade. But we made over $150 in the scalp trade, so still about $90, $100 profit on AIMD in just 2 trades utilizing $2,000 positions this morning. Now, I know immediately what you're thinking. Trey, you were up over $100 in this trade too. Why didn't you just sell? I'll show you why. This is from just the other day ago on ticker SNGX. Got a volume spike once again at the top of the hour at 8 o'clock, and it was able to ride that momentum without ever getting stopped out all the way up and until the third exit condition, which is, of course, market open. This strategy will also just exit at 9:30 when opening bell rings. And in this trade on just a $2,000 position, you ended up making over $800. So that's the point. The point of this pre-market strategy is to really swing for the fences. This is the home run strategy. It's a continuation buy high, sell higher strategy. And the point is you are going to capture large wins, even if it's rarely, and it is, it's rare that you get these sort of really big, nice, solid continuation type moves, right? But when you hit them large enough to offset these small losers that are going to come from time and time. Remember, as long as you're keeping your winners bigger than your losers, you're doing okay. And the idea here, remember, is that you are mixing both of these strategies. That's what I want you to do. That's what I would implore you to do, is to mix both of these. Mix in the continuation trading strategy and the reversal trading strategy, of which I have covered both with you in today's video, because they both have their own strengths and weaknesses. The reversal trading strategy is going to have a much higher win rate. However, it's not going to make as much money on its winners. Whereas obviously the continuation trading strategy, you're going to go through cold streaks. You're going to lose a lot of trades in a row sometimes, but when it connects, it can connect very large, as you just saw on SNGX. By the way, this is live. I was making this video and obviously focusing on my other trade, so I missed this one. This is ticker LPSN. This was also alerted in the Discord at 8:36. Shout out you, Don. Thank you. I'm sure you're watching this video. But this thing was alerted in the Discord, and here's the pre-market strategy trading it with a $2,000 position. Currently up over 800, testing $800. So I wish I would have captured this one in real time, but here is a live example, at least, of a trade working with the pre-market strategy very well this morning. Like I said, even though I wasn't here to capture the entrance live, this is happening right now. If you're interested in either of the two strategies or the Discord channel so that you can be alerted of these moves in real time, they are all available alongside over 150 other custom thinkorswim codes over on my website, daytradingstrategies.net, which will be linked in the description down below this video. There's even a handful of free codes over on the website, and I will take advantage of this to showcase to you just how exactly this works. All you need to do is copy this TOS share link. Every single one of the 150 plus codes on the website has a unique share link. Then back within your thinkorswim, set up in the top right, open shared item, paste in that link, preview, and import. So in about 3 mouse clicks and 5 seconds, you can import any and all of the 150 plus codes from my website to your thinkorswim, and they are saved locally into your thinkorswim. You will have access to read and edit the source code, etc., etc. Once you import the codes, they're yours to own forever. But anyway, you then simply turn them on, whether it be a study or a strategy or a scanner, the same way you turn on any other. And it is that easy to get the codes from the website saved locally into your thinkorswim. For the month of August, I am running a limited discount code. AUG30 will take 30% off of whatever you decide to sign up for over on the website. I set up 30 available coupons, of which there are only now 10 left. So the next 10 of you to sign up and use this discount code will be able to take 30% off. I do have my service set up as a subscription model because I am always adding and updating new codes to the website. You get at least one a week. It usually ends up being 3 or 4 a week, kind of like it was last week. But either way, there is either a monthly plan or an annual plan. Obviously, with the annual plan, you will save yourself some money over the next 12 months of access to all the codes I will add to this website, but also that annual plan is how you get lifetime access to this Discord server. Meaning, if you decide to unsubscribe from my service, which you can do very easily from the website with just a couple of mouse clicks, you won't be removed from the Discord server or anything like that. And just to showcase to you quickly, there are currently, oh, look at that. We just passed 250 members in the Discord. That is a lot of eyes on the market, always in here talking about what's moving, be it in pre-market, be it during market hours or even after hours. There's always conversation about what is happening in the market. There's even a channel for coders to talk about what codes you find are working best for you, to ask coding questions, etc., etc. So if that sounds interesting to you, I suggest you hurry up, because remember, just the next 10 of you to sign up using the discount code AUG30 will be able to take 30% off your first payment. That's 12 months of access to the website, along with lifetime access to the Discord server for less than $280. Daytradingstrategies.net will be linked in the description down below this video. Listen, at least go take advantage of the free codes. Why not? They're completely free. I don't want your email, your credit card. You don't have to make an account. They really are completely free. Maybe read some of the reviews while you're over here. Decide for yourself if this is something that could help accelerate your personal trading journey.